Hi everyone, and welcome to Whiteskys Wisdom. This is an unboxing and review of the Fairies Oracle by Froud. Text by Jessica Macbeth. Okay, so it's quite a large box. Froud is a creator of the best-selling Good Fairies, Bad Fairies as well, it says at the top. And also on the front it says, working with the fairies to find insight, wisdom and joy. Okay, so down the side there, very large box, but we'll get it open. Beforehand, I'll show you the back here. It gives a little bit of a write-up. It shows the different couple examples of the couple of cards and an example of the book. So it says this box includes an illustrated book and full deck of original oracle cards. So using the enchanted art of Froud as your guide, enter into the wise and wonderful world of the fairies. The fairies oracle calls on Sylphs, Pans, Gnomes and of course Fairies to lead you on a delightful journey of adventure, discovery and enlightenment that will illuminate the future and heal the heart and soul. This beautifully designed divination set contains everything you will need to explore this mysterious realm. Okay, so we'll open it up. There we go. Got it. Okay. So the way it opens, there's a little catch at the top here. Opens up. And it looks like the inside slides out. Yes, it does. Okay. So the book, there's a little bit of a thumb thing here. You can grab the book. Wow. Okay, well first things first, this is a hardcover book. Very unusual to get a hardcover book. Also, you can see the size of this book. I must say, one of the largest oracle books I've seen. A little bit of damage here when I've opened it up already. That was like that. Okay, on the back is one of the cards, I think. So we'll have a look in the book here. All right, so it isn't glossy, it's matte. It gives some acknowledgements at the front here. Dedicated to why, to them, of course. Our frontiers are made of mists and dreams and tender waters. Thresholds are crossed from time to time. Okay, so part 1 is fairies and oracles. Part 2, reading the fairy cards. Part 3, going deeper. All things absurd, non-linear, nonsensical, irrational and madly poetic reveal the secrets of the unconscious and the secret language of the fairy, written by the author. Okay, so there's a forward, introduction, first steps here. Okay, so the first step, it says, the first thing I always tell my students about oracles and tarot decks is don't read the book. This book, of course, is different. This book is about the living oracle of the fairies, a set of cards and a way of seeing that is different from standard human tarot and oracle cards. Brian once began to paint a human tarot with fairy on it, but that wasn't what the fairies wanted him to do. They wanted him to make their own oracle cards as nearly as he could without being able to paint in light instead of pigments. Okay, this book is about being different, about reading intuitively. So, what he really means is to have a look at the cards first and then read this book. So yeah, very in-depth introduction here, which I'll be reading at length before I use these cards, I think. Okay. Touching fairy, singing with the fairies, dancing with the fairies, reading these cards. All right, so before it gets into the cards, a reading of the cards, it gives different layouts here. 3-card readings, basic card spreads, that sort of thing. Introducing the different fairies. Card 1 is unity, union, mystical experience and spiritual home. Okay, they don't look coloured in the book here. So these are the light beings here. And it goes through to the actual sort of what are they? Are they gnomes? The sage. Okay. So yes, you get an idea. Very in-depth book. I'd highly suggest having a really good look at this before using the cards in depth. At the back it also gives various different spreads as well. Okay. Oh, a notes section at the back too. That's a nice addition. So you can write your own little notes about each card if you need to. All right, so that's a good 200 odd pages. Gorgeous book. Very nice. It'll look very nice on the bookshelf too. Okay, so the cards themselves. The cardboard here is a little bit flimsy, not overly good for keeping for the long haul, I suppose, but if you were to put them with the Oracle book back into this original box, they would store okay on the bookshelf. All right, the cards, I've got a little bit of plastic around them. You can see the plastic there, and you can sort of see the inside of the box there. That's been folded back. So yes, they've been not handled overly well in the manufacturing, sadly. The book being damaged and this being tucked back, but we'll have a look at the cards. So this should just slip off. Yep, straight off there. All right, so you can see on the back of the card, it is a vice versa. So it doesn't matter which way it falls, it'll look the same on both sides. Reminds me a little bit of the labyrinth with all those faces. That's what really caught me. Okay, and the cards themselves. Well, okay, the first one I turn over is blank. Fairy Guide. Now, whether that's to be used like that or not, I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look in the book, or whether you actually draw your own fairy on that one. The cards are a bit glossy. Also, they are very thin card. Okay, so the quality of the card stock is something that could be improved upon dramatically here. Okay. Now I'll just see how they shuffle. Well, they slide over each other beautifully here. Even though they're very thin, they slide over each other very nicely. I think it's the gloss that does that. All right, and I'll just do a bit more of an aggressive shuffle and see how they go with that. Unity keeps on popping up for me, the first card already. quite hard to shuffle like that because they're very thin. All right. So we'll go through the cards too. I have messed up their order now that I've shuffled, but I'll just go through and show you the various cards. The Journeyman, the Bright Mothers or Mother, Himself, the Lady of the Harvest, the Sage. Really good energy coming off these cards. The Dark Lady, the Fairy who has been kissed by the Pixies. Beautiful. I'd say that's the Master Maker. The Green Woman. The Piper. Just swap these around. Aha. One we all know. The Fairy Godmother. Oh, that gnome. The Singer of Connection. Tayton the Sylph, excuse me. The Friends. The Singer of Intuition. The Singer of Courage. The Oak Men. A Collective of Pixies. Lettice, Moon's Daughter. The Singer of Transfiguration. The Singer of the Chalice. Solace. The Maiden. Gorgeous. The Bowdelicious Boduck. Bowdelicious Boduck, what a fabulous name. The Look, I think, or Pook. G. Hobar. The Glancona, excuse me. I'm having a little bit of trouble reading this font. Indy. I'm stepping on someone else there. The Gold Witcher. Asval Parrot. The Topsy Turvets. That's the same as on the back of the card there. The Singer of Initiation. Singer of Healing. She of the Kurach. Losgonna. Honesty. Oh, beautiful. Looks a bit like my poodle. Ilby the Retriever, I think that's pronounced. Ak the Acromancer. Jiu the Slow. Lease of the Shadows. The the Fawn. There's that blank card again. Or one that's to be filled in. Unbiased of the Waters, I think that's pronounced. Death, that's one thing that rings true with the other tarot cards. Epona's Wild Daughter. The Soul Shrinker. Luminous Bloom. Luathus the Wild. Falf the Footer. I think that's is. Nellie's the Alchemist. Penelope Dreamweaver. Hilka Huckle. Taom the Poet. The Laumi. Undressing of a Salad. Iris of the Rainbows. Fairies of the Future. Sylvanus. Spirit Dancer. Unity. Ecstasis. The Fee Lion. The Guardian at the Gate. He of the Fiery Sword. And the Ra, R-A-R-R. Yes, so very amazing artwork on these cards. Very in-depth book to help explain what each individual card means. The packaging itself was a little bit flimsy and the book came slightly damaged as well as the packing, so I'm not overly happy with that. And the cards themselves are very, very thin. They do shuffle really well, and the energy coming off them is quite exceptional, actually. I have not looked into fairies or know much about them or the various realms, so I'm actually really looking forward to reading that book and getting a lot more familiar with these beautiful entities here. I must say, I'm really looking forward to actually using these cards. And I pulled the blank one with Jiu the Slow. So whether he's my fairy guide, I must say I'm feeling a little bit slow today, so it's nice to see him pop up. So yes, I hope you liked this unboxing and review of the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud, text by Jessica Macbeth. So if you'd like to like, share, subscribe and hit that bell button if you want to get informed of any new videos I post. I'd just like to say thank you so much and bye for now.